Okay. Oh, we're live. Hey, Queenie. Welcome,
Hey,
everybody.
Doc.
Welcome, everybody. Doc and Queenie, Facebook Live. Caught me off guard. It's always when I'm reaching, I was plugging in my phone. You know, these phones nowadays, you can't, at least my phone. Of course, I always get the notice that I've used up all of my megabytes or whatever.
Oh my gosh, don't you love that? I can't imagine with all the videos that you do that is not the case.
I blow through it about the middle of the month. And then I hook onto the internet. You know, I always seem to have that problem. So, how are
I
you today?
definitely, oh my gosh, I'm so fantastic. I know how much you love Mondays, but I really promise this has been a Monday for the books. I have met the coolest people. Alignable hit 9 million people over the weekend. And yeah, I'm so excited. Sue made it in town. So she's here in Kansas, Sue Brook. The Alignable rep is, oh my gosh. And she sent me a message last night. I made it to Kansas City. And then, of course, what happens? The storms. And I thought she's going to be super happy to be in
Yeah.
Kansas City with 60-mile-an-hour winds while she's in an RV. So, yeah.
My husband was out this morning early and he took pictures of all the damage in the neighborhood. There are a lot of trees down. We have a curly willow tree, which is older. It's about 20 years old. And, you know, it was interesting. I was really expecting the older branches to crack off or something. All of the new ones were ripped off. We had branches all over the backyard. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It was quite a thing. How about in your neighborhood? Did you have any branches around or?
I've already actually been out driving and there wasn't any damage that I saw over here.
That's good. That's good.
I always check
Yeah,
the patio.
we've got a lot of Bradford pears.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Bradford pears are very, when they get older, are very weak. And a lot of Bradford pears, you know, it's classic around here. This big honkin', you know, it splits in half.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, my measure for wind is when I look at the patio furniture, and if it's all over the place, then I know we got some major wind, and so far nothing has moved.
Well, my greenhouse didn't blow it away, so we're still doing good.
Well, we consider that a win, Doc.
So happy Quiche Lorraine and Strawberries Day, Queenie.
Oh, I can vote for both of those.
Yes. Do you know what is in Quiche Lorraine?
Don't hurt my feelings, but I think it is eggs, and of course, I always get spinach and mushroom quiche Lorraine or whatever that is. Like that's how you flavor it, and I love that part. So don't hurt me that it's going to be something.
Okay, then we won't mention what has in the classic because you'll make a face for sure.
That means it has to be meat of some kind, right?
Yes, your favorite, I think.
Oh, sausage. Oh gosh.
No. Well, your second favorite, maybe.
Bacon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh.
Bacon, eggs, cream, Swiss cheese, and
I really could handle a quiche Lorraine. I wouldn't vote for the bacon, but I can get over that. Do you make quiche for your family?
I do, but I do a crustless, and I just throw in whatever is around. Yeah, we actually had some the other night. We have an overabundance of spinach that we're going through. So, yeah, no, I like quiche. It's good. It's good stuff. So, and then while we're on the trail of national days of Tuesday is National Memo Day, which do you use sticky notes or memos, Queenie?
I have them personally because when I'm on my calls, I write down something and take it with me, walk it around the house until I get to wherever I'm going to get it done, because all of a sudden I go, oh, that's a good idea. And I either do a blog post or a YouTube video or something. And I keep that like front row center as far as the Post-it notes. But what about you? Do you have an office full of Post-it notes or do you not ever do that?
I don't do Post-it notes, but I do. Let me show you what I do. I don't know if you can see this. I'm into index cards.
Okay. Yes.
And then I write down ideas, or I do a lot of the way I take notes. I take notes in outline form.
Okay.
And a lot of my YouTube shorts are really basically shortened outlines with,
okay.
And so the good old index cards, I write down my ideas, or if I hear something that's unique, write it down and then file it in my little index card container and pull it out next year.
And I really do love that. It's kind of like I was at a meeting on on what day, Catherine? Friday. And they said, complete this sentence. I do X for Y to accomplish Z. And I thought that was a very cool way to say it. And so I do X for Y to accomplish Z turned out to be what to talk about in the breakout rooms. And I thought that was a cool way to do it. It makes your infomercial a lot more succinct.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's cool. It makes you think.
Yeah,
Definitely,
and it really does. And it helps me a lot just from a standpoint of, I guess you would say, explanation of this level of water technology.
Yep. So Wednesday is National Solitaire Day. I can't sit long enough to play solitaire.
Oh my gosh. Now, I will say I have played double solitaire with my grands, and that is a blast. Once they learn how to do the whole double solitaire and who's got the most cards at the top, they love the competition. But I've played double solitaire with my grands.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. I've never played solitaire with you. I've played cards. I know it's cutthroat, so I just stay away from it.
Yeah, I realize that I terrify you, Doc. I get that.
Yes, you do. And it's also Buy a Musical Instrument Day. Did your kids ever play a musical instrument? I can't get that out.
Yeah, seriously. My kids were actually mostly in sports, and I have a baby grand piano in my living room from 1946. So that's the best I can do as far as musical instruments. And I have what is that called? Mandolin that's been around in the family for 100 years, or actually longer than that. Holy moly. But even so, no one plays any of the above, but they're just cool keepsakes, I guess you would say.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. So yeah, we have a lot of musicians in our family. My mother was a concert pianist, and my dad played the viola all through high school. And I laugh. Buy a Musical Instrument Day, because the last time we were at one of the local music shops, it gets more expensive the older they get, because they have to. It has to sound better.
Oh my gosh. And think about that. One of my grands is in band, like in orchestra type band. And he got a scholarship to Mizzou because of his musical expertise, not to mention his academia. And you think in terms of those prices that they're spending on all of those instruments. But the good news is, if this can help you with college, for heaven's sakes, take it up.
Yes. Oh, totally. Totally. And they say, whoever they is, people that play instruments tend to be a little bit smarter, because it's a different type of thinking. But yeah, she plays a viola. We were at this music shop, and I will never forget this. I was standing next to a cello, which was as big as I am, which anybody knows me, I'm a little bit over 5 foot tall. And I turned and I looked at it. It was a beautiful instrument. And then I looked at the price tag, and the price tag was about 20 grand. So I'm like, I would not buy that for my kid. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It's incredible. But happy Buy a Musical Instrument Day, National Day of, on Wednesday. Thursday is Taffy and Lucky Penny. We tried on Thursday, of course. Those are kind of.
Maybe Debbie Miller has Lucky Pennies or Taffy. What do you think?
I don't want to pull out any dental work on the Taffy and Lucky Pennies.
Isn't that the truth? Yeah.
Friday is Wyoming Day. It became the 44th state in the Union in 1869.
Nice.
Have you ever been to Wyoming?
I've been through it. I've driven to California a few times and driven to Las Vegas a few times, but been through it.
Been through Wyoming. I was in Jackson Hole briefly. The Grand Tetons, the mountain range, is just breathtaking. It's also Brothers' Day on Friday.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you're going to have to be nice to your brothers on Friday.
I will try. They are long distance, so it's easier to.
Yeah, seriously. I can be nice to you if you're long distance.
Yeah, yeah. If you live next door to me, I don't know. Saturday is, you'll love this one, National Towel Day. I'm kind of speechless on that. And then they flip it to National Wine. Now that's what you drink, not your attitude. I know it's We're reaching. And Sunday rounds out and starts the next week with paper airplanes and blueberry cheesecake.
Oh my goodness.
So
okay.
I actually, a couple of weeks ago, taught a lesson to a homeschooling group on paper airplanes. And it was actually kind of fascinating on the different types of air around an airplane and what makes it, take off and fly in the air. So I learned
Did they understand the science piece of the aerodynamic? Like, did they get that? Put weight in the tail.
They got it. Yep, they got it briefly, and then they were, entrenched in building their airplanes. So, and then we had a contest that was fun. So
yeah. I knew there had to be a contest if you were involved.
There's always a contest, yes. And it's funny, the kid that won the contest, if you were to look at his paper airplane, you'd be like, that's not going to fly more than 2 feet. And he actually threw it 39 feet, 10 inches, I do believe was it was incredible. Wow. So we had the measuring tape and everything. So
what was his key to success?
I obviously the design, I guess. And
I just mean like the trajectory part from being able to throw it correctly. I would think that would matter. Plus the design and weight in the tail, weight in the wing, weight in the nose, all of that stuff. There had to be an actual strategy. That's very cool. 39 feet. My goodness.
39 feet. Well, a lot of kids tried to just really force it by pushing it as hard as they could. And he just gently, it was that gentle push. So I think that was the key because to look at his airplane, you're like, it's gonna crash like every other one. But no, he got 39 feet. So he was almost beat out by a girl that got like 38 feet, 2 inches or something.
Oh my goodness. I'm very happy for him then. Yeah.
So, and then our quote for the day, which I think is a really good one, is fear has no place in the life of world changers. I think that's a pretty cool quote, don't you?
Oh my goodness. Fear has no place in the life of world changers. Think about the people that you have met, Doc, and the ones that are at the top of your list from a standpoint of being world changers have probably never said, I'm afraid to. And that sounds like a perfect quote, because the ones that are doing, it's kind of like when people say you can't do that. And they're exactly the ones who watch as you do.
Well, and the way I look at that quote, we're all world changers. We all have an impact. So, fear paralyzes. Fear, the brain, there is a medical, scientific, the brain shuts off in fear. And then that's where people make not so smart choices a lot of times. So, but yeah, those people that are world changers that I've come across, have absolutely no fear. They get excited and trying something new, and they're constantly moving forward. And one of my Bible studies today was talking about, or actually not Bible study, YouTube. I'm getting them all confused. I go through a pattern in the morning. It was either a Bible study or YouTube guy.
There you
go. Was talking about Christians putting the armor of God on. There's only one spot on the body that we don't put the armor on. Do you know which spot that is, Queenie?
On the face you do, on the head you do, on the ears you do, on the hands you do, on the chest you do. I don't know where.
The back. You know why? Because you don't turn around and run. You're moving forward. You're standing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was excellent. So yes, fear has no place in the life of world changers. Take that to the bank.
That is a good message. Good job, Deb. She got it.
Yeah, don't back up or go backwards or turn around and run. So
absolutely. I have enough trouble running forwards, much less backwards would not work for me. I can walk and chew gum at the same time, although I haven't had gum in 100 years, but I'm sure I remember how to do
what
that.
Is that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Seriously.
With the
I know people. Oh my, yeah. Yeah, that is awesome.
I do not chew gum. Do you know why I do not chew gum? One of the reasons why.
Well, I would instantly think gum's not good for anyone with TMJ. I don't know if that's you, but that would be my first thought. But second of all, for me, it is a matter of eating the enamel off your teeth. And
That
so that would be my thing. And I don't do it just because, no offense, I'm talking all the time. So I could never have chewing gum and talk at the same time, actually.
it also messes up your digestion because
Okay.
it kicks the saliva kicks in, and then your body thinks it's time to digest something, and it throws everything off.
Okay.
So,
Well, see there, I was doing something correct and didn't even know why.
so there you go. So what else is new in the land of Queenie? Anything new in the networking world?
Well, like I say, the whole city is abuzz with Sue Brooke being in town from Alignable. That is just like on fire for all of us, and I'm very excited about that. She's so ginormous, and she is part of Alignable University training. She's actually an employee of Alignable, and she literally travels North America in her amazing RV. And so, as I said, she's eclectic. She is dynamic. She is connecting. I just can't wait to meet her in person. I'm exploding over that one.
That's very cool. I can't wait to hear how that goes.
Absolutely. Doc, before we go any further, I am so excited for this week for a million reasons, but also because this is Doc and Queenie Classes Week. And everyone who's listening now or on the replay, we would love, love, love to have you participate. Doc and Queenie Classes is on the fourth Wednesday of every month at high noon Central Time. And we would definitely love to have you join us live, or certainly there will be a replay. But I'm super duper excited for these classes because when we're out in the world networking, either in person or certainly all this virtual, it's so cool to see when people say, oh, I tried that and guess what? It even worked for me. And they do some of the things that we talk about. I love that success journey.
Yes, it's always fun to hear people, well, moving forward without fear and trying new things. Yes. Should I reveal what we're going to talk about this week?
Oh my gosh, I would absolutely love to know myself, but you decide that.
Well, I guess I will have to. We're going to be talking about newsletters.
Oh my God. Oh, well, you are definitely the queen of that.
And we'll talk about LinkedIn and how to use their newsletter platform. We'll talk about creating newsletters. I'm a big fan of Canva and just different ways to.
Oh, excuse me, you are not a big fan of Canva. You are a Canva expert.
Well, I try. I try to, Queenie. But yeah, we're going to be.
There's a difference between Kathy Weaver attempting and Doc perfecting.
I think you're looking good. I was stalking you today on your YouTube channel, and I really liked the background that you did with all of the geometric stuff for your channel. So
thank you very much. I appreciate that, and I learned from the best.
All right. So now we've got some wheels that need to be spinned. Is that the proper English, or is it spun? Let's see.
We're gonna plumb spin some wheels. How's that?
Yes. Spun is past tense, so we didn't spun the wheel. My mother would just have a heart attack if she heard my English.
Oh, I know, seriously. I know. And I think of all the nuns and beating us with rulers and all that stuff.
I never got caught, so I never was beaten. Yeah. I don't know about you.
Oh my gosh, this is a good one. One of our friends can succeed in, and not success, but succeed. And one of our friends sent that in. And again, we thank you for all our faithful friends on purpose who actually add, put this on the wheel kind of thing. I definitely appreciate that because we learn from you guys. But succeed is different than success, Doc.
Oh, is it? How would you define that, Queenie?
To succeed for me, just like you mentioned earlier with your quote, it's a matter of moving forward. And how are you going to succeed if you're stagnant? And so once someone goes through the succession process, as far as succeeding, I think it's a matter of trajectory at that point, because they do need to keep moving forward. And isn't that the best news of all? Because quite frankly, I always do the car analogy. If you're in park, God can't steer. Right. If you're in drive, he's probably going to just, let you go. Good luck, Catherine. I've heard that so many times. But if you're actually in neutral so that you can actually move your vehicle, for me, that is where the succeed piece happens. And so I love that word.
I heard he drives your bus too.
Yes, he does. .com.
.com. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I think that's an excellent way to put it. And I'm bouncing back on the fear piece, but one phrase, and I'm paraphrasing the phrase, basically is, I think we are all successful and we all succeed every single day, no matter what. And the paraphrase, failure is not getting up. So if you don't get up, you can't succeed with whatever God's put in your path, whatever journey you are on, whatever person we talk about, people crossing our paths. There is a reason for everything. There's a reason even us in that word popping up, and we have an impact on every person. Everybody's watching, so yeah, succeed is a really good word.
Oh, I seriously love it. And again, thank you to everyone who sends in words or topics for us to talk about when we spin the wheel, because again, it was very specific, not success, not succession, not succeeding. It was succeed. And is it a journey or a destination? I love that. Yeah, you like
and I'm
my
just
bus.
chuckling at Debbie's got your bus there. It's
Yeah.
really tiny.
GodDrivesMyBus.com. Yes.
I had to look because I couldn't see because it was kind of tiny. But yes, there's your bus. We need to get it wrapped.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Yeah. GodDrivesMyBus.com with the Doc and Queenie. I can just, oh my gosh.
So we've got another
let's
wheel
spin for topics this time. And again, the topic piece for Doc and Queenie for me is always, well, with Doc and Queenie day number 4 coming up, I can't believe how fast this time has literally flown.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Totally
and
crazy.
That'll be the first Monday in August at high noon Central Time. Of course, we're not doing Queenie again. This happened every time. And I really do mean that. So I seriously, I never win anything. And all of a sudden I'm the same wheel every single time. This is nuts. Oh, no, this is good. Okay. This seriously is a good one, Doc. I'm keeping this on here because this is important. Yeah, I know. And so we just now, of course, talked about Canva, but let's think about the apps that have been so beneficial for us. And for my brain to go to apps, I'm instantly thinking Alignables on your phone. That's number 1. LinkedIn's on your phone. That's number 2. Facebook is on your phone. That's number 3. And those are the apps that I would use when I'm out so that I can keep track. So and YouTube even on my phone has helped me so much because I got to do a YouTube video last week for Delinda Lane's in-person luncheon. And the reason I did that is, of course, I wanted all the girls to get more exposure, certainly, but also so I could embed the video into the Canva app. So imagine me being a techie.
We are both techies, and we have a joke in our family, and I'm sidetracking slightly. When we first got married, I said there will be no games and no extra computer stuff. Well, my husband's a computer programmer, so I don't know what I was thinking.
I imagine you lost that little topic.
I lost it a long time ago, and then he just kind of chuckles because he's like, look at you, YouTube, and everything you're doing. But I've got the same apps on my phone, and then I add, since I'm a YouTuber content creator, I've got TubeBuddy, I've got vidIQ, and then with the writing piece, we've got, of course, thank you to Lisa Fredrickson, the Power Thesaurus, which is great for just if you want to use a different word. I also have, where's the other one? I was going to say Venmo, but that doesn't count.
Yeah, if you've got kids, those are just mandatory.
Yeah, YouTube Studio, Power Thesaurus. I also use the I've got an app for a Chat GPT.
Yeah, me too.
App. And then since I'm doing video stuff, it's called UCut. I occasionally use that. I usually edit my videos.
As in YouTube Cut or letter U?
It's YOU Cut. It's an app. It's basically if you film a video on your phone, it's just another video editor. Let's see, what else do I have here? TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest.
Have you made friends with Instagram again? You mentioned that they moved the algorithm.
I'm slowly. I need to probably in the fall refocus and try and because I'm going to be writing I'm going to be writing a cookbook here. I'm gathering my gardening information.
Oh my gosh,
first.
of course you are.
Yeah, and they're very good. Their algorithm. I a couple of weeks ago liked a recipe. Well, guess what pops up on my Instagram all the time? All of these recipes, and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, that looks good. That looks good. Oh, this looks
and
good.
how do you like the algorithm for me, Doc? Since I follow you and actually stalk you, how to build my garden bed and how to compost my something so it makes my weed killer da 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 da. And I'm going, did you think I'm actually Doc instead of Queenie? Yeah.
But you're doing good. You're doing good. I mean,
Thank you so much.
You're asking appropriate questions.
Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you for your input.
So yes, apps are great. I think apps are great, and you can get overloaded with them. I try to clean them out every once in a while because there are apps I've used and then I've just stopped. And I'm like, I don't use that anymore. So why have that space taken up? So yeah. So it's good. It's good.
And a lot of companies have their apps for phone. And by that, I mean Debbie's company with Legal Shield and ID Shield, you can have those apps on your phone also. So you don't have to log in specifically on your computer. And with my company, once you are a rep, like once you buy a machine, there is the Enagic Mobi, as they call it, for the mobile app. And it's so convenient. I can do all kinds of stuff for my clients. I want to buy a machine tomorrow. How much is the sales tax? There's literally the app on your phone, tap the app, and I can tell them the sales tax for the machine they choose so that they know how much their total payment will be when they submit their application. And that is the coolest thing ever. Oh, it is. And then all of a sudden you can see corporate news and all the stuff from the Enagic Mobi. And I have loved having that all these years because it really has saved me a lot of time. And then, of course, the clients want to know how do I buy a part or a diverter or whatever, the filter, or whatever they're looking for. And I can show them exactly on the app where to find it. So I think it's a very cool system that companies actually allow apps for their own businesses.
Yes. Oh, I think it's very cool. I've actually looked into making my own app for my own company. It's a little on the pricey side.
Oh my gosh.
But we'll get there. But
oh my gosh, Doc, I'm telling you, you are not a sitter stiller person.
No, I'm moving forward. Fear has no place in World Changers. And speaking of water and water machines, got a plug. There's a change coming up June 1st. I've been seeing posting. You've been posting. Can you share that with our community?
Absolutely. June 1st is a price increase for the first time in my 16 years with the company. And so I've been asking for the numbers because a lot of my prospects, the clients would already have their machine, but the prospects want to know what the price increase would be if they waited. I don't even personally care if it's 10 cents. I don't want to pay additional if I don't have to. And because we always talk about the saving money part, and bottled water and all those other B words cost so much compared to what you get. So saving money and chemical free is those are my two biggies. And so anyway, the numbers are $300 up for the Junior 4, $400 up for the SD501, and $500 up for the K8. So those are just round numbers, but they're not huge differences. And again, for the first time in 16 years, I cannot believe that this is all they're going to, don't tell them magic, but I cannot believe this is all they're going to raise them. And so the price increase June 1, period, no matter how long you wait. So please don't wait until next weekend, Memorial Day, because the company is going to be so swamped that very last week. So a lot of people have been ordering from my website. I appreciate that. Yes. But I don't want people to wait until the last second, because why pay 10 cents more if you don't have to?
Well, and like you said, that is surprising that I expected $1,000.
Oh my gosh, me too. For the first time, and since I've been with them, and I don't even think there was one before me. I was very surprised.
And all of that, and they've been around for 50 years. Yes. It's incredible. It's incredible.
I agree with you. I was expecting a much bigger increase personally.
So,
but like I say, the good news is yay. But the bad news is it's happening June 1. So again, why pay more if you don't have to?
Exactly. So hurry up and get your machine.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. Please don't wait till the last week. The company is so sweet, but the officers are so swamped and the paperwork is flying all over the place. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys. So yeah, please place your order now so you don't wait until the last split second. And then Memorial Day holiday will delay your delivery just because of delivery services and things like that. So don't wait till the last week.
Can you believe it? Next week is Memorial Day.
I am so serious. It's amazing. The time is flying. The kids are just dying to get out of school.
Oh gosh.
Some of my Missouri family has already gotten out, so they're thrilled already. And so then the Kansas side kids, I think maybe this week and next week is their last day.
I think it's this week. Yes, my daughter is in one of the KC Mo schools, and
there you go. Okay.
Last week, and everybody is counting the days and the hours.
Oh, I bet they are. Yeah.
Control.
I bet they are. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, guess what, Queenie? We've hit our marker of.
This is the fastest half hour in video history.
I know. Well, maybe we talk too much.
Yeah. No. Oh, I can't imagine that. No.
So, well, everybody, thank you for joining us, whether live or on the replay. We are so glad that you joined us here on Doc and Queenie YouTube Live every Monday at
Central Time.
It's Central Time. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should do that for my cue. You can reach out to both of us, Queenie at KathyWeaverKC.com and Kathy Weaver KC all over the place, all over social media, and myself, Doc. I almost said Laura Christine. I'm like, who is that?
Yeah,
KitchenGardenExpert.com. Kitchen Garden Expert all over social media also too. So until next time, have a fantastic week. Stay dry. I know here in the Midwest, we're getting slammed again with 3 or 4 more days of rain. And hopefully, everybody's safe and it's just rain. And we will catch you right back here. We'll be live on Memorial Day. Just crazy.
And don't forget, Wednesday is the 4th Wednesday of the month is Doc and Queenie classes, also at high noon Central Time.
That's true. I forgot to plug it since I'm teaching it. So yes, don't forget. Yeah. If you're curious,
it'll be recorded, so you don't have to worry if you miss it. But we'd love to have you live.
Yes. Yes. High noon on Wednesday. So we'll catch you back here. Until then, thank you, Queenie, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Doc. Bye for now.
Bye.